You don't get pregnant every day. You only get pregnant between 12 hours and 24 hours of specific time in your menstrual cycle. So this is what happens. Sperm can live up to 5 days inside the uterus, and the egg survives only 12 to 24 hours after it is released. That gives you a fertile window of about 6 to 7 days. That is 5 days before ovulation, ovulation day, and possibly 1 day after. Are you trying to conceive and wondering when your body is most ready? Or maybe you're looking for a natural way to avoid pregnancy. In this video, I will teach you exactly how to calculate your fertile window. You're gonna need something like this or something like this. Let's begin. Bismillah. Your cycle isn't random, and Allah designed it with wisdom. You only get pregnant between 12 hours and 24 hours of a specific time in your menstrual cycle. Every cycle has 3 main phases, or let's say 4. There is your menstrual phase. This is when bleeding happens. Day 1 of bleeding equals day 1 of your cycle. 2, your follicular phase. After your period, your body starts preparing to release an egg. 3 is the luteal phase. After ovulation, your womb prepares for pregnancy or prepares to shed again. Most women have a cycle length between 24 and 35 days. But what really matters is understanding when you ovulate. The last phase is the ovulatory phase. This is the most important for getting pregnant or avoiding pregnancy. And that is when your body is super ready to release an egg in a specific time at a specific moment to meet with the sperm. And that determines whether you're gonna get pregnant when there is a sperm available already waiting, or you're gonna get pregnant when the sperm is right there when the egg is being released. If the sperm misses the egg when it is being released, when the sperm is not waiting for the egg to be released, there is a high chance that pregnancy is not going to happen. If you're trying to avoid pregnancy, you just avoid being intimate when you are ovulating. Most women are likely to ovulate on the 14 days. How to calculate ovulation days? Here is the formula. Let's say your cycle is 28 days. It's going to be 28 days minus 14, and day 14 is going to be your ovulation day. If your cycle is 32 days, it's going to be 32 minus 14, 18. Day 18 is likely your ovulation day. And as we said, the luteal phase is the period after your ovulation, when your body prepares for pregnancy. This works because your luteal phase, time from ovulation to the next period, is usually consistent around the 12 and the 14 days. So ovulation isn't always on day 14, but rather 14 days before your next period, not 14 days after your last one. And this is a common mistake that a lot of women make. Now, let's talk about the window of opportunity for pregnancy. And that is probably the reason why you are here, to know when you conceive or to increase your chances of conception. All right. So this is what happens. Sperm can live up to 5 days inside the uterus, and the egg survives only 12 to 24 hours after it is released. That gives you a fertile window of about 6 to 7 days. That is 5 days before ovulation, the ovulation day, and possibly 1 day after. If you ovulate on day 14, your fertile window is around day 9 to day 15. This is the best time to try if you are trying to conceive. For those of you who are watching this video because you are trying to avoid pregnancy, listen up. If you are avoiding pregnancy naturally, this is where the fertility awareness method comes in. I'm sure you've heard this term before. So you may ask, what about safe days? Safe days are generally before day 7 of your cycle once bleeding stops, or after day 17 if ovulation was day 14. But please be cautious. This method is very, very helpful, but it's not 100% reliable. You have to be very proficient in calculating your safe days and your fertile days to be able to harness and know that this is what is happening. Unless you've tracked at least 6 months of regular cycle, I would say to be cautious if you're trying to avoid pregnancy. Illness, stress, nutrition, and even travel can shift ovulation. So if you are relying on this to avoid pregnancy, take note of cervical mucus, basal body temperature, and ovulatory and menstrual symptoms for more accuracy. I have made a video that I explain into detail how to know your cervical mucus and how to know whatever fluid that you're seeing, what it indicates and what it is not. So I'm going to link that video in the description box below. I highly recommend you watch that video. Until recently, personally, I did not know that my cycle is a big sign that I have to intentionally pay attention to. This is a valuable information that you want to take note and take further reading and researching on this topic. Whether you're trying for a baby or spacing children, or you are trying to avoid pregnancy naturally, or you are just not even in that space yet, your menstrual cycle is a big sign of the testament of Allah's existence and the testament of why He created us as women. You want to take note and read, research, and pay attention to these signs. The menstrual cycle is the 5th vital science. When we say vital, that means it is very important. So make it important. Every phase of your cycle is part of your ibadah. Whether you are trying for a baby or spacing children or avoiding pregnancy, remember that in Surah Ash-Shura, ayah 49 or verse 49, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I quote, يَخْلُقُ مَا يَشَاءُ يَهْبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ إِنَاثًا وَيَهْبُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ الذُّكُورَ. Allah creates what He wills. He grants to whom He wills female children, and He grants to whom He wills male children. The only thing you can do is do your part. Track, plan, nourish your body, and then place your full trust in Allah. Found this video helpful? Make sure to like, subscribe for more fertility, pregnancy, and postpartum information and education, and download your pregnancy specific grocery guide down in the description box below. This can also be used for fertility as well. In the next video, we'll explore natural signs of ovulation you can track without any tests or devices. So stay tuned. Until next time, watch this video that explains how to track your natural signs of ovulation when you are a total newbie, if this is your first time. May Allah grant you ease, clarity, and put barakah in your womb and trying to conceive journey. Until next time, be in the best of health and iman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.